Good morning, stamping friends. How is everyone doing? And happy October to you all. I have been traveling again. That seems to be given over here based on this time of year. And I just got back from Atlanta from seeing our 4 grandchildren there and my son and his wife. So we just had a really great time. It was 24 hours that we went there. And so it was the fastest trip we've ever done. But our little sweet Greta got baptized this past weekend. So that's why we quick ran there and just can't, give up something like that, something so special. So I am back in my craft room and ready to get started on this next month. But first of all, before I share with you the cozy craft retreat projects that I promised you, I wanted to share you a little promotion going on with Stampin' Up. Now, I really am so excited about this because this is such an awesome way to get a lot of products for a very inexpensive price. And I can't even remember if Stampin' Up! Has ever done this before, lowered the price so much. But I am calling all hobbyist demonstrators because you can get 20% off all your orders if you take advantage of this deal. And that would go until April of next year. So that'll get you through the holidays and into the new spring catalog coming out. And wait till you hear how much this is. You can choose one of 2 options. The first one is you can save 35% off of the starter kit price. Now, the reason the magic number 35 is because Stampin' Up! Is celebrating their 35th year in business. And so they took 35% off the starter price, which brings that down to $64.35. Remember, that's free shipping, and you still get to choose $125 worth of products. Let me repeat that. That's only $64.35 for $125 worth of products. Now, there's another option, and that one is you can spend the same that the starter kit always is, which is $99, but they increase the amount you can order by 35% to $168.75. So again, for $99 and free shipping, you can choose $168.75 in free product or in products. They're not all free. You still had to pay the $99. So that gives you 2 options. If you already have a lot, I mean, there's not a lot you need to order, you can get the smaller one, option 1, for only $64, or you can choose that larger one and get a lot more products for the $99. So I'll put the graphic up again today, and I just really hope that you take advantage of this. There's so many more benefits to just that little discount that you get of 20%. Actually, it adds up after time. It's a big discount. But the best part of Stampin' Up! That if you ask any demonstrator, they're going to tell you it's the community that is built and the friendships that are built. There's so many things going on that you can participate in, but you don't have to do any of that if you don't want to. So I would love to have you join my team and just chat a little bit more and see, what you'd like to fit into with various areas that we offer. Now, there's one more little bonus that you get with whichever option that you choose, and that is that you automatically are enrolled in the Onstage November 11th event. And this is an online virtual event, so you just can watch in your jammies from home. But you are going to see items in the upcoming spring catalog that debuts in January of next year. You're going to see demonstrations where people are using this product. And because you get this bonus added to your starter kit, you can even pre-order items that customers can't get. And you also get that at your discount. So that's a huge perk. You're going to be the first to know what is going to be in the spring catalog. And if you can't watch it, they have it taped so you can go back and watch it. And so it's just really, a win-win with that situation. And normally if you just wanted to purchase it, like for me, it costs $77 to do that. But for you, it is free as an extra bonus for purchasing one of the 2 options for the starter kit. All right, that's my little commercial. I really hope that you take advantage of it. It starts October 3rd, which is today, and it runs through October 31st. Now, the other thing I want to share with you is the Cozy Craft Retreat projects. I know you've been waiting a long time. A lot of people have texted or messaged me saying, when are you going to show the projects that you did? Now, the reason I waited is because many people purchased the kit, and I didn't want to spoil the surprise for them. There's a couple people that still haven't gotten it, but I'll put a little tag on my title that if you don't want to see what you're getting in the next few days, please don't watch the video because it'll be kind of a spoiler alert. But I'm so anxious to share with you. I've gotten such good feedback from people who really enjoyed the retreat, who were there in person, and even the kit people. They were just very excited. So today is a big day when I'm going to share with you all that we did and some of the prizes and little gifts that we made. So let me turn the camera around and we will get rolling with these new projects that I have to share with you. The first thing I want to do is share with you the tote bag that we chose this year, and here it is. Isn't that pretty? Let me show you close. It says Cozy Crafter Treat 2023, but that's kind of one of the graphics we used with the tote. It's really big. Look at this, and there's a nice zipper on top so that you can not lose all the contents inside. And then there's a really cute tag that's made out of wood. Let me show you this close. I love personalized things because many of you might be like me in that your name isn't spelled the typical way. Usually Lorri is spelled L-O-R-I. So my whole life, I never really was able to purchase anything, pre-made that was personalized. So maybe that's why I'm partial, because every year for Cozy Crafter Treat, I add a personalized item. Now this year we actually add 2. So this is wood, and it's, maybe a fourth of an inch. No, not even a fourth of an inch. But what's really nice is this, the Lorri on top is actually painted, and look at how intricate it is. And then I just put designer series paper on top and painted all the names for everybody. And I have to tell you, I partnered with one of my friends, Amy Hooks. She is a regular at my Cozy Crafter Treat, and she actually has kind of a side business doing this woodworking things. I think maybe 3 or 4 years ago, one of the projects that I did, I don't know if you remember those not magnetic calendars, but magnetic kind of shadow boxes. You can look on my blog at what we did. We did a Halloween and a Christmas one. And she told me that totally inspired her to, start practicing with woodworking. And so I asked her if she would make these tags, and then all I had to do was paint and decorate them. And so she was happy to do that. So Amy Hooks is her name if you need any wood crafting ideas, and I can post her email in the description area, and then you can get in contact with her. So just to show you how large this bag is, I mean, it is, I gotta back way up, but look at how big it is. It held so much. In fact, this was larger than a priority mailbox, so I had to use some of my Stampin' Up boxes, and then I had to actually purchase some because I didn't have enough, and so they were just really good size this year, and all the goodies fit in there. So let me turn this camera around, and then I'll show you the rest of the things. The next thing I want to share with you is that fun personalized item that we had setting out. As soon as the ladies came in for the retreat, they had their table set up and they had their grid map down, and then we had their bags hanging off their chairs, and then this was seated right in front of them. Now it wasn't stuffed like this, but they all got their name not really engraved, it's actually raised from the box, but it would say Lorri Stampin' Tools. And this is the coolest little caddy that I have. I'm going to show you the bird's eye view because then you can see what goes in there. This is a perfect size for our Stampin' Seal. I prefer Stampin' Seal Plus. Then we didn't give them all that because I had a limited budget. We put about $80 worth of product into our retreat. So I was able to add the multi-purpose liquid glue and some dimensionals, which fit in the back here. Then also there's an area for your scissors holder, your take your pick tool. I have another one because I use these a lot, so I have just an old Stampin' Up one. There's even a slot where your bone folder fits in there that's carved out perfectly. And then I put my tweezer here. You can put a pencil, a pen, anything. And then there's actually a little extra caddy, which I normally have a little ruler in there, but I don't know where I put that right now. But isn't that cool? And last year for Christmas, Dan gave me a 3D printer. And so I knew as soon as I saw this, and I'll tell you that story in just a second here, but I knew this was going to be our little personalized item this year. Isn't that fun? Here's the backstory. One of my team members, Susan Lorri, she sent me one of these, and her husband was able to make one with their 3D printer. And so she shared the file with me, and then my husband just changed just a few things on it. He rounded this out, and I think the rest is pretty similar. But anyway, without her encouragement and her inspiration, I would not have come up with this. So I was so thankful for her for doing that. Now, the crazy thing is, I don't know if you're familiar with 3D printers, but they take a long time. So to make 4 of these took 3 days to do. So I really had to get started early. And so we had almost 100 people sign up for this retreat. So there was a lot that needed to be made. In fact, we were working on these all the way down till I think a couple of the kits got done the day that the retreat was over. So it was really a crunch of time, but we got them all done. So hopefully, if you haven't received yours yet, either this is spoiler alert and you now know what you're getting for one of your gifts, or maybe you're going to not watch this until after you get it. But that was just a fun little, very unique, personalized item. Then some of the other treats we gave. This is a little hot chocolate theme. We put the logo on the front, and inside, these are just little mini coffee cups. I think they're only 4 ounces. There's a little stirring spoon on top, and you can take the baker's twine off, and then on the inside, There is a cute little candy cane, just a little stick, not the rounded one. It's hard to buy candy early when you do these, when you're working on them in the summertime. Then a little baggie of marshmallows that are mini, and then a tiny little cup of hot chocolate that fits in the bag here. And then last, there's a little Hershey Kiss to make it a little more sweeter, as if this isn't sweet enough. So that was a fun little treat. I think we gave these out, was it Saturday morning, so they could start their day with a cup of hot chocolate. So very simple to make. Then the next thing is a cute little sucker. We always like to give kind of a sweet treat when they're done with their lunch meal, which we cater from Cafe Rio. And this one is wishing you a sweet season, which is a really cute sentiment for a sweet treat. And this was a previous paper pumpkin, I believe. And I wish I could show you this without wrecking it, because I don't want to ruin it. But it's actually a lollipop that is striped, and it's red and white. Oh man, I should have kept one out, but you get the idea. But it's just a little bit smaller than this box. So, and we found those on Amazon. And Susanna came up with that idea. And then the last one we gave was, these are really yummy wafer cookies. I don't know if you've ever had these. Costco does not have them. Whoops, my bow just came untied. Costco doesn't have them, but Sam's does. And we aren't Sam's members, but Susanna thought of these. She said, they're just a fun shape, and I think we can package it up cute. You know us, it's not so much about the treat, but how we package them. But we had vanilla and chocolate, and they're really, really good. We got a lot of comments after the retreat. Where did you get those? And they're very inexpensive at Sam's Club. And then we just used a cute little bulb punch that we had previously, and holiday calories certainly don't count at Christmas time, and that was a paper pumpkin stamp as well. And then this is one of our current background embossing folders, so that was a fun little treat as well. All right, let's get to the projects. We will start with the Christmas, the main, not all occasion. I did an all occasion and a Halloween breakout class, but we'll start with all the main projects that we did. First of all, we made a gift card holder, and this is made with the scallop treat boxes that we have. We just decorated them, used one of our dies. I'm not going to go through every product and what it was, but it's all mostly in, or pretty much all in, the holiday mini catalog. And then inside, this comes with the boxes. It's just kind of a little tag board or cardstock that's really thick with slits in, and then you can put a gift card in there. And what's kind of cute about it is that when you fold this part down, it makes it go at an angle. So you could even put maybe a little sweet treat in there, like a little brownie or a cookie that's wrapped. So that was one of our projects. Then we had Oh Holy Night. This is a card set that is more on the elegant side, and that one was really pretty with some gold embossing. Gold and navy are really in this year, especially in the Stampin' Up world, and so there's a lot of products with those two colors. The next one here, let me set this up and get it fixed how it should, because this one has kind of a cool angle to it. So this is called a bay window card, and this kind of protrudes forward like a bay window, and then you can see from this angle what it looks like. And it just tucks in behind this little stopper, and then on the inside you'll see your sentiment. So that was kind of a fun, unique fold for everyone. And this is One Horse Open Sleigh Designer Series paper, and there's a lot of scenes in that paper. It's still available, and it's just really fun to do a scenery one because it continues like that. You just have to cut it apart. The next one is using the Merriest Trees bundle, and this one is a fun fold. Isn't that fun with non-traditional colors? But the Merriest Trees is the bundle that we will be using in my next online card club. Now the deadline for this is October 11th. And when you sign up, I do have to mention this because a lot of people will sign up, and you know how we all have different emails, but you need to use the email where you want the PDF sent to. So if you sign up with a different email, these PDFs may be going to a different email. Just use the one where you want the PDF to be sent to you. So anyway, that's kind of a fun card. And the deadline for getting in on Merriest Trees Online Card Club is October 11th. And then if you sign up after that, it will roll over to the next month. Now this card features our Trucking Along bundle, and this is available. So last time it became available, it went back ordered shortly after. So if you're interested in this, you may want to jump on this right away. And I just kind of punched out a circle from the Designer Series paper. Once again, this is One Horse Open Sleigh, and then we just raised it up on dimensionals. So that was a very simple and fast card. The next one is a Merry Christmas with Santa holding all these gifts, and there are words under there, but I decided to change it up a little bit and just cover it with DSP and different, some glitter paper. And this is our a la mode alphabet dies. And that was just, this one was my favorite and the first one that I came up with. I was inspired by a birthday card that used big letters with it, and I changed it into Christmas, and I saw a card, the birthday card on Pinterest. So, and this is one of the stamp sets that everyone got in the retreat, and I always tell you before we can order what stamp set you're getting so that you don't accidentally have two of them. Now this one has a little backstory as well. Isn't this cute? It's a little purse, and when you open it, there's Velcro here. And then when you open it, you can see that you can put a gift card here. This was a previous year and they made it into a sweater. And then you can put a sentiment here. So this actually, I was inspired by Becky Roberts. She's kind of the purse lady and has so many purse patterns. She's not stamping so much anymore. She retired, but she does still have some of her patterns online. However, her pattern was a larger purse and I wanted the purse to fit into one of our A2 envelopes. So I shrunk it down and I did a little bit different thing here, and I added these side things with circles. So I changed it up a little bit, but as far as the purse shape goes, not the size, but the purse shape, and then the little buckle here, or that little trim piece, that was from Becky Roberts. So that's where the inspiration for this one came. And then we made a little tag that says "for you." Isn't that fun? So there's so many ways you can use this, not only for Christmas. Now this one, we did kind of a fall themed card, and this is, oh, I can't remember the name of this trendy sketch here, but this one is very popular. And so this was the fall version of it. This is Rustic Pumpkins, which we used last month in my online card club. And then this is one of the bolts of ribbon. Everybody got a full pack of it. Came with this in the real red. So that was another card that we made. The paper that everyone got was called Joy of Christmas, and here's a picture of it. I like it because there's a lot of Christmassy prints, but yet there's opposite prints that aren't as Christmassy. This even could be used, I think I used this with the monkey set. So it's not necessarily all Christmas, music notes, but it's got Christmas colors in, so it can go either way. Here's a card that we used with the Designer Series paper, and everyone got a full pack of this in the class. And it's using our Noel dies. This is kind of that floating technique. It's put on a window sheet so it looks like it's floating above the card, and it's also called that storybook fold, so I always like that one. The next one is another stamp that came from a set that they got included with the retreat. I love this one, that little joy with the elves putting the ornaments on the wreath, and there's some real raised little pom-poms here, and so that was another card that they made with a fun fold. The next one is a super simple one. Again, I use the One Horse Open Sleigh, which they got some of this in their kit as well. And it's just using those hexagon dies. It's called Nestled Elements, I believe. And you get banners and this shape. And I think there's one more, kind of like a rounded corner rectangles. And it's stitched as well. And then this one used stylish shapes. And that was just a really fun and easy one. And you just put the die on your Designer Series paper and pop it up. The next one is, again, this is another one that was in with one of the stamp sets that they received. And let me grab those stamp sets just so you can see what they received. One of them was Gift of Giving, which is here. So we've used these two. And then this one is Jolly Words, and everyone got that stamp set as well. All right, this one, when I saw the catalog, I knew this is the one that I was going to use for in their kit, because this is kind of the theme of what our weekend was. It was hot chocolate and sweets and yummies. So this one was kind of the most theme related card that we did. There's that ribbon that they got in with the retreat. So that's that card. This one is another fun fold, and this uses the paper that they got in their little totes, and it's just a really fun and easy card. Very duplicatable for Christmas. The next one is, I love this fold. I've used it on so many different cards, and I'm sorry that I use it so much. I keep going back to it, but I like it because it's just so simple and you can see some dimension in it. And this is also uses one of our online exclusive stamp sets that is available. And so that's that card. And the next one is a non-traditional card, colored. And this is, again, Merriest of Trees. So this was another card that we made using that bundle. And that one's got lots of pops in it. And again, using that ribbon that we got. All right, the next one, this one's gonna be really hard to show, so I might have to pop the picture in, but because I can't show you at an angle. I'm gonna have to show you the bird's eye view, but I'll show you why. First of all, this was not included because there's no way I could ship this to everyone. Plus, this alone, this little cloche, was $25, and that was half price. Hobby Lobby has them for $50, but you have to get them half price to make it a little more worth it. But this comes off. And then what this is, I know it looks like a lot of non-Stampin' Up! Products, but I did use Early Espresso cardstock here. This little sign is Early Espresso. That's the only thing Stampin' Up! On here, but it's so cute. And again, I'm going to tell you the backstory. First of all, this comes away from this. Now, the reason I can't tilt it, it's all because of the snow. Everything else is glued down except the sign and the snow. Even the little wagon is glued on so it doesn't roll off. The tree is glued down, but it's filled with Amazon packages, and it says, "It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas." How many of you can relate to this? Oh my gosh. Once they did Amazon free shipping, my life has changed. I even buy clothes on Amazon. So anyway, I'm going to slip the picture in so you can see the front view of this, because like I said, it just really doesn't give it justice to what it looks like. Oh, I found another Stampin' Up! Item. The ribbon that's on the front was in their packet as well. All right, so here's the backstory on this one. My friend Kim Sinclair, she gave me this cute little wagon, didn't have a bow on, but just kind of a general one. It wasn't Christmas related, but she sent me all the little packages and already made up and the wagon, and gave it to me as a gift. Well, again, as soon as I see something and I know it's for the retreat, my brain just goes into overload. And so I knew I wanted to create a Christmassy scene. So I created this little sign and printed this. So everyone just had to cut that out. I found some little, I think these are called bottle brush Christmas trees, and added that to it. Then I found the link, which I can share where I got the link. And it's, the link that Kim shared with me. And it's a Etsy link. There's a lot of them out there that are free, but I really needed them to fit inside this box, and the little labels came with it. It's not expensive at all, but I cannot reproduce it because it's a copyrighted pattern from whoever made it, but it's just really cute. And then you can buy snow anywhere, at the craft store. And then I even found these little round wood pieces that are, you can find these on Amazon or a craft store or whatever. But isn't that fun? Oh, this was my favorite 3D thing that we did. Well, actually, I like the other one as well. I shouldn't say it's my favorite because sometimes I throw those words around. But anyway, the reason I like this is because it can fit. You don't have to put it under something like this, but I just don't want someone to sneeze and the snow go flying, or if it's a windy day or whatever. So I'm going to keep mine protected under there. But isn't that fun? Hopefully you can see it better in the photo. All right, now we're going to get on to the breakout classes. Let's start with the all occasion. Now for all occasion, they have to be kind of fast and simple because they're making a dozen of them. So the first card we made was this little 4 1/4 by 4 1/4. That hello was from the Rustic Crate stamp set. And we also used the So Sincere stamp set. This one is really nice because you can kind of choose what occasion that you need the cards for, and so the people who took this breakout class could choose, maybe they needed all birthday and they made them all birthday cards or whatever. So it just has a nice variety. And again, this is in the mini catalog. So everyone made 3 of these. I had 4 designs and we all made 3 of each of them. This is another one just for you, just kind of a all occasion again. And then we use the paper pack called Garden Walk, and everyone got half a pack of this, plus they got the embellishments that go along with this. They got a full pack of that and half a roll of the Calypso Coral, really small 1/8 inch ribbon. So that was the product that they got in with that class. Then the next one, the last one, is this fun fold that you can see both sides of the designer series paper. Whoops, this should be hiked over a little bit. These kind of got all ruffled in my box. So when I dug them out, they're a little bit disheveled. All right, now the last class that we had for the breakout class was a Halloween breakout class. And I always do a Halloween. It's actually pretty popular. And that way they can get their little Halloween and fall fix by just doing a little breakout class. So this was using the Tricks and Treat bundle. And then everyone got half a pack of designer series paper. They also got a full roll of this checked ribbon, the black and vanilla. And you'll see where the other cost of product comes when I show you the project. So this is just a cute little box that you can put some treats in. Then we did a fun fold 3D card, and I know you can't really see how it sets up, but from the side you can see It's just a really fun fold, and it's not hard to do. And this is actually from the designer series paper. I love the bone set, but if you can imagine some of these dies, I think you get like 50 some dies. I might be exaggerating, but some of them are teeny tiny, like not even a half an inch long. And I could just foresee that one of those dies was going to get lost. So I opted for the designer series paper, which you can still get the skeleton look, but it's one big die. And I knew we weren't as apt to lose that. And then we cut out all these teeny tiny things that went with that. And this is just the designer series paper. It had kind of that spotlight look on the back, or on the one of the rectangles. Then this one uses that patchwork pieces die. Isn't that fun? I love the randomness of this one, and it's just really fun to choose your little pieces that you want to use. And another cute Halloween card. And this one is Boo. It's kind of like a reverse of what you would do with dies. I just used the cutout that time, and then the pieces that came out of that we put on the inside. So that's just kind of a different way to do that. And the last one is kind of a decor item, and I'll show you this. They are 2 wood pieces. And again, Amy Hooks, the gal I told you about who did the tags, she actually cut all these out for all the people. And there's 4 pieces here. There's a front side, which we taught everyone, or Amy did, I should say. She's taken classes on how to do this. She showed us how to do faux staining, and you don't even use stain. You're using paint. And look at how it just looks like wood grain, and you put it on with a baby wipe. It is so fast and easy. And she did a little demonstration. But for those who ordered kits, we did that for you because I could not figure out a way to send all these little paint packets. So it just was really fun. And what we did was there's a back piece that's solid and then the front that's cut out. And we just cut our designer series paper to fit the wood piece. And then Amy even made little stands here. We stained those so that they actually stand up, and you can use them on tiered trays. I just have mine on my coffee shop, my coffee niche area. And then this one is the same thing, but just different paper. Some people made theirs more fallish, and they didn't choose Halloween paper because this says Boo and Eek in it. Some ordered extra from Amy to use with paper they already had. I saw some use some gold paper for more of a fallish look. And then these are the autumn dies that we have in the current catalog. It's just beautiful. And same with the ribbon. So this was really fun. And then when I set them on the shelf, I kind of layer them, offset them like that. But that was just really fun. And again, Amy Hooks is who made those. Well, that narrows it down and shows you everything that we made at the Cozy Craft Retreat. Thank you so much for those of you who joined us at the retreat, and also for those of you who trust us enough that you'll order a kit knowing, you're not going to get all the products in there, but hopefully you can substitute what you have, or maybe even purchase some of the products that you don't have that you like. And we're just always happy to work with you. Unfortunately, we do not do PDFs for this class. We really hope that you sign up for the kit if you aren't able to make it, and it just is a lot of work to add all those dimensions and stuff in it. So we have chosen not to sell the PDF, but I can post the pictures, and so you can see a little bit more detail on these. But I encourage you, we already know the date for next year's. It's going to be a week later next year, and so next year the dates are September 27th and 28th. So it's a week later. Hopefully that will help, because we were a little bit cramped with time based on when the Stampin' Up! Catalog comes out. So we will again offer kits, and then we will offer that in-person class at the Drury in Phoenix, Arizona. Now, if there's any products that you saw that caught your eye and you would like to order, I always have a host code up here. If you would be so kind and use that host code, and then if your order is over $50 or more, you will receive a thank you card from me, as well as some Stampin' Up! Product as my way of saying thank you so much for your business. I look forward to sharing with you next week on Tuesday morning some more projects, and I'll also show you the swaps that were swapped in our contest at the Cozy Craft Retreat. So there'll be more fun up ahead, but thank you so much for joining me today, and I look forward to seeing you again soon. Don't forget that startup special, the starter kit for only $64.35, but choose $125 worth of product, or the $99 option, but choose $168.75 worth. All right, you guys take care, and we will see you again soon. Bye-bye.